Amethio teams up with Mighty G, a relaxing beach day, and who gets to catch Gimmighoul? Let's talk about Pokemon Horizons episode 105. After last week's sort of heavy episode, we get a much more lighthearted one, and it starts during a huge thunderstorm with the return of the one and only Mighty G. Since it's storming, he takes up the mantle once again and rushes into the ocean to save anyone that might need help. This leads to him finding Amethio and taking him into a nearby cave to wait out the storm. What came next was just unadulterated wholesome content. Mighty G really helped out Amethio here, more so than just saving him from the storm. He provided him some food, helped him prepare a meal, taught him how to properly dry his clothes, and my favorite part was when Mighty G was about to leave, Amethio hits us with the, "It's okay, I'm used to eating alone." This character has taken a total 180 since the beginning. I actually care about him a lot now, and this was kinda sad, but also makes sense because he was alone on the island for a long time. That being said, Mighty G ends up eating the meal and spending the rest of the night with Amethio, and the next morning the storm clears up and Mighty G heads out. Now, this episode isn't a two-parter, but the rest of the episode after this is completely different and doesn't tie in at all with the first part. Now that the sun's out and the weather's nice, the Rising Volt Tacklers decide to have a little beach day, which is awesome. I love the slice of life antics in this episode. Lucario swimming around, Liko, Crocalor, and Meowscarada relaxing in tubes, even Orla and Molly get in on the action. Now, the main focus of this section is Gimmighoul, who's out watching a slick Gholdengo surfing. Seeing Gimmighoul so excited and inspired to meet Gholdengo was really sweet. Since Dot isn't a big fan of swimming, she instead spends the day researching and getting tricked by Gimmighoul to give it coins. This all leads into Murdoch and Cap showing up with surfboards, ready to join in on the fun, and Quaxwell looks longingly because it wants to surf too. This finally gets Dot to get in the water, and Gimmighoul is here too. Honestly, this moment was really cool, especially because when it fell in, Dot jumped in the water to save it. Once the waves arrive, Dot sees Gimmighoul staring off at Gholdengo, and she finally makes the connection that this Pokemon keeps making them collect coins so it can evolve someday. So later on, she makes the decision to catch it and help it with its goal. Alright, so I like this capture for Dot, but now she's gonna have two Steel-type Pokemon at some point. And in the series where characters don't have full teams, I would have liked to see some variety. Also, the way they did this episode makes the capture feel a bit underwhelming. I would have liked more time to explore their relationship because they barely interacted since Gimmighoul was reintroduced a few episodes ago. I honestly thought Roy was going to get it, but don't mind that Dot caught it either. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the capture, but the execution was not as good in my opinion. Let me know what you thought of this episode though, and if you want to know what happens next, drop a follow for weekly Pokemon Horizons reviews.